Hello, this is JJV Gamer or Gaming, and this is a video about my PC setup. Well, first of all, you can of course see the screen. This is a 32-inch Seiki 1080p TB 60 Hz, which is all I need, and a big screen gives me a good field of view in the game. The next thing you see is a Cooler Master Devastator keyboard and mouse set. This is a great keyboard if you want to use it at night or just have a good beginner keyboard. See, has a good tactile feel. The mouse is also great. Just one thing to note is that this mouse does make a squeaky noise, so I did have to put some lubricant in here. That's just one thing to note, but it's still a pretty good mouse. It goes from 800 to 1600 to 2000 DPI. I don't really understand DPI that much, so don't really ask me questions about that. The next thing here is a Cooler Master Elite 130 Mini-ITX case. This is a great case because you can fit long graphics cards. Well, my graphics card is pretty short compared to others. Only has one fan, but it is still pretty good. I have a hard drive bay, so like if I want to switch out a hard drive, possibly if someone comes in and they want to probably use their games on their hard drive, could just do that. I have some Microsoft LX3000 headsets. Well, headset. These are pretty good headsets, starting headsets, only 20 bucks. This part's kind of broken. The microphone unfortunately does not work anymore. I don't really know. It is a USB headset, so it's not really, I'm not really sure how reliable USB headsets are compared to audio jack headsets. And so for my PC specs, what I have is a GTX 750 Ti 2GB SC or superclock from EVGA, and it is the small version. I already said it had one fan, and it is a great GPU for Mini-ITX PCs. I have 8GB of Crucial Ballistics Sport RAM, and I have a I believe a Asrock H81 motherboard. It's an okay motherboard. The problem is that these front USB 3.0 hubs don't actually work because it only supports USB 2.0, and yeah, so I'd at least recommend getting a B85 motherboard if you're going to do that. And I have a what is it, i5 4590, I believe. That is also a great processor if you're just doing Mini-ITX, and since it is not unlocked, you're not going to do any crazy you're not going to do any overclocking, and it's generally recommended not to do overclocking with a Mini-ITX PC. But this actually has pretty good cooling in it. You can put a water cooler in it. If you can see, there's a cup rack here that supports it. And what was it? My hard drive, I have a Western Digital Caviar Black 1TB. I believe it's the old one. It's still good. It's just not the new Western Digital Black. And you can see my EVGA logo right here, a bit dark. And then I have my Cooler Master, and then I have the i5 Intel logo, which is a bit crooked, kind of bad, but whatever. So, yep. Oh, yes, and one more thing is that my power supply is I believe, Logisys 480 watt. The good thing with this graphics card is that it doesn't really consume that much power. So, it's okay if you have a cheap power supply. Just make sure you don't use it when you upgrade your GPU probably to a lot more powerful, to possibly a GTX 970 or something like that. It is not going to probably work that well because it is only rated to 330 watts, I believe. 480 watts is its max power, but it's not how it's either 80 or 90% efficient. This is, I believe, below 80% efficient, so it's not really the best power supply, but for this graphics card I have, it's all you need pretty much. So that is my setup, and I'll do some videos. I believe we already have some videos of Minecraft, and I'll do some videos of like how it runs with Battlefield or Titanfall, Advanced Warfare. Not really how much people play Advanced Warfare. Um, just any other games that are pretty common for Steam or Origin. Just to see if the GTX 750 Ti and i5 combination is good. It's good for playing PC games, which I believe it is. I do, however, recommend that if you are building a new PC, it might be better to get the GTX 960 2GB. That's pretty much a GTX 750 Ti, but bumped up a little bit more. It has, I believe, 1024 CUDA cores, while the GTX 750 Ti has 640. And the benchmarks do show it's almost twice as powerful compared to it, so that's pretty big, significant performance. And it's only $50 more, so yes, I would recommend that. Or probably a Radeon, but if you're like NVIDIA, get the GTX 960. So that is my video of my setup, and I'll see you later in the video or next video of me playing actual games.